here in Yongkang. Ava is practicing for her driver's test, which is coming up next week, I think. It's about her 4th time here. She's doing pretty well, much better through the crazy S-bend thing than I ever did. But while I'm here, I found some interesting signs in English and Chinese, which is a good thing. About how the points are taken off here. And, oh, here comes Ava. Really? Christina's sticking her head out the window like a little dog. She's so special. Okay, this is the first this is the first sign. Okay, here. I'm not sure how many points you can deduct through the test, but this says rushing through the yellow or a red signal, you deduct 32 points. Now, okay. I have very little stuff there. Excuse me, baby changing arms. Sorry guys. Very little respect for the Taiwanese driver's test. Okay, it's okay. But basically, you know, it says I can point. Oh, hey, dude, don't mess with the camera. It means I can point the car straight and go and stop, maybe. In my mind, rushing through a red signal, which means running a red light, basically, should be the end of any person's driving test anywhere in the world, no matter where you are. I don't care. You know, running a red, you deduct 32 points. And the same penalty is running a yellow. Excuse me, but I see a slight flaw in that. Anyway, so that's 32 points. In the parallel roadside parking, if you don't make it, they deduct 16 points. So running a red light is only twice as bad as not being able to park properly. Now, again, I see a slight flaw there, but anyway, you know, it's okay, it's just a red light, you know, 32 points, it's okay. Oh, big penalty. So anyway, let's continue around here. I'm quite interested to see what these other signs say. Have penalties for, you know, keep in mind the initial penalty of 32 points for running a red light. Bloody hell. Okay, there you go. Parking. If you don't park properly, 16 points. Oh my goodness, you know. 16 points for not parking properly. Only 32 points for running a red light. Okay. You have to take this in perspective here, because I have been now driving down south, southern Taiwan, for a little while now, and yeah, the standard of driving down here is pretty, well, my little town is pretty damn awful. Here's Ava tackling the S-bend. I knew there was a trick to this. My driving person who took me for my test got really angry at me for going too slowly. You have to drive forward through this this S, stop here, and then reverse back through the same S. Now, apparently, Ava's got the trick down, because she's made it through. This is the second time I've seen her go through. Good stuff. Let's check out the 32 points for touching the line. So touching the line is equivalently bad to running a red light. Sigh. Okay. Yay! She made it through. Let's see what else we can find around here. Dum 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 dum. Now, I don't remember much about my test yet, because I basically rushed through it in the morning. Because I already knew how to drive. I wasn't quite familiar with driving on the other side of the road, as a matter of fact. I was familiar with driving on the other side of the road, but not driving a car on the other side of the road. So let's have a look over here. Okay. She's coming up backwards. Oh, she's got it, yeah. Okay, let's cross over here and see. Okay, so we have a level crossing. This is the... So starting from the end there, coming this direction, You have a yield sign where you need to stop, a stop sign where you need to stop, a traffic light where you need to stop, and another like sign where you have to stop. Basically, all of these you're supposed to stop. You just stop, stop, stop. Well, here again, 32 points. Stopping without stopping to check, 32 points. Shifting or stall on the railway crossing, 32 points. Stopping front wheel exceeds designated stopping area. So again, we have 32 points for, just 32 points for running a stop sign. Okay, right, probably forgivable running a level crossing. But there is a traffic light on here. You can run that too. Okay, but yeah. Anyway, so on we go. On we go. The joys and the wonders of. Well, I have a little guy here in my arms. He's probably getting pretty tired. But still, that's okay. He's tired. We've got to check this out for the benefit of all mankind. What else we got here? So you're supposed to make it up here, and you've got to stop within those sensors. There's sensors on this line. You have to stop in the right place on the hill. If the wheels touch the line, take off 16 points. If you move more than 15 points back, you 16 points. If you move downhill on neutral, you 32. So moving downhill on neutral is just as evil as running a red light. Yes, Ava stops her car at the light. Good girl. Okay, so I know we are safe. We will be safe in the future. And here they come. I took this test twice. Hi, Christina. And the first time I failed because I touched the lines. Somehow they managed to make me fail everything. I guess they weren't telling me where I got points taken off at other places. I don't know. Just funniness. But anyway, that was the first time I took the test was the first time I had ever driven a car where the driver is on the left-hand side of the car. So in countries where you drive on the right-hand side of the road. Okay, so yeah, on we continue here. It looks like a motorbike track over there. It looks like a motorbike track because on the other side this yellow and black line looks like a motorbike track. But motorbikes aren't required to take all of that, so this must be a track for the big bikes. Because there's a new license for motorbikes that are like. I don't know where you have to get the any bike is over like 250cc, you have to get a special license. And in fact, I don't know. I don't know if there's. Anyway, there's different levels of. 2 licenses. Okay, here again, 32 points for touching the line. Failed to change to third gear within 45 meters. Failed to change to third gear in sequence within the 45 range. Now, what is that saying? That's saying that within 45 meters, you need to be able to get to third gear. What else is that saying? It's saying you need to speed up quickly. If you can't speed up quickly, that's not good enough. So what are you doing? You are encouraging people to speed. Which is exactly what causes accidents. People rush into intersections. When it turns green and you go, vroom, wah, and you hit the dork coming the other way who's just run the red light, which he only got knocked for 32 points during his test for. Ha ha ha. Okay. Well, this whole section's in Chinese. But this is basically the heavy bike test. You probably have to stop at this line, stop at that line, stop at the next line. La la la. Stop at all these lines. It's not too difficult. So I'm going to do this test so I can go ride some big bikes around. For all the people I know who's going to lend me a big bike. Okay, so this part here, you have to probably balance on that central part. From there through to here. Nice stuff. Not the most challenging. Here you probably have to stop within the line. Here you probably have to ride around this circle. Oh, you have to enter the circle, ride the circle, leave the circle. Hello! Going for the S again. The S seems to be the most challenging part. I certainly thought it was. Now there's another enter the circle. Oh, you got to enter the circle the opposite direction. Oh my goodness. So you got to be able to go clockwise and anti-clockwise around a circle. Ooh, goodness gracious me. Actually, it's not so easy because big bikes are quite difficult to handle, and the line spacing's not that far apart. So it's kind of like your front wheel's running quite close to the outside and your back wheel's running quite close to the inside. But anyway, you know, not that. Basically, if you know how to ride your bike and you learn the rules of this little test, there's no problem. So anyway, this one's all switched off, so none of the sensors work. I think Ava's one's turned on for this time. The funny thing is that when I took my driving test, hang on, baby switch. Okay, wait, 1, 2, 3. Oh, just baby switching arms. When I took my driving lessons, there was no particular place where I had to go take them. We did them at an empty parking lot, and the instructor put up like little things. There's nothing electronic like here. But I always had the instructor in my car giving me all the instructions. Ava doesn't have them in the car right now. She's got Christina in the back. I don't think Christina's teaching her anything. Yeah, but the driver was always there. And see, the other funny thing is that when I did my driving training, I think I took a total of 10 hours with my driving instructor. But about half of the time was, actually less than half of the time was parking. So I think the first time we did anything, we did parking for the first two hour sessions. But then after that, we basically went onto the road. And there's funnily enough, 0 road driving in the test here in Taiwan. Absolutely none. You do it all in the safe little track where there are no other cars. There's nothing that you could knock or bump. Baby change. We're into this nice little canopy in the middle here. Quite nice, actually. I quite like this. I got one of these on my roof of my house. So here we are, just kind of hopping around. Yeah, so, whew, nice kind of hat thing. Here comes Ava, doing the speedy work. Ah, that's right, stopping for the signal. Good stuff, good stuff. Wave, look, it's Mommy. She's over there. Hey, Mommy looked at you when you said that. Hi! Yeah, there's absolutely no real road work. And that was in South Africa, that was one of the big things that people who were having trouble passing their test were encouraged to take their test in strange little towns, like towns that were in the middle of nowhere. And basically people were like, if you can't pass, you should go there. Funny thing is that I went to the one closest to my house, which was supposed to be really difficult. But it wasn't. And I know my friends went there, and they didn't find it particularly difficult either. So, if you can't drive on the road properly, then there's a chance that you really just can't drive. And that's not very good. But anyway, so here you go, there you go, insight into the craziness of the Taiwan driving test. It's an easy peasy test. If you really know how to drive and you come here, there's really nothing to it. The written test is a shambles of crazy English, which you should probably get through. It's an electronic test. This is so the electronic test Ava has to take somewhere else, then come here and do the live test. Yeah, so there it is. Okay, over and out for today. Lovely day here in Yongkang. Jared, Ava, make it third gear. I'll leave you with that speedy ending.